you know, the necessary common sense skills and sensitivity to these subjects. So, apparently there should be a subject on this and we need to teach it, you know. So today we're going to be talking about how to not be racist, okay? And we're going to just try to make it a little easy as possible and use some common sense in the process. So first we're going to talk about how to not be racist is like by obviously when you go out places, you talk to everyone, hang out with everyone. Don't not talk to someone because they're Indian or, whatever they may be, or don't make comments to us and say things about slavery and assume that we want to talk about that because that's actually boring. If it was exciting, trust me, we would talk about it right with you, okay? And that's such a different day and age. We don't live in those times, so don't assume that we read about it. We don't care to read about it. We don't spend our time reading about slavery. If you think we do, you're nuts. Maybe that's what you read because maybe that empowers you, but we have no reason to care about it. So there's no need to bring it up. And no, I don't know anybody in my family that was a slave. So don't ask Black people stupid questions like that. That's a perfect example. And no, if we're Black, we're not African. I'm American. I'm not African. So don't assume because I'm a Black person that, no, I'm American. So the next thing is don't assume all Black people like watermelon. I actually never eat watermelon, okay? So we all come from all walks of life. We don't all eat the same foods, and that's just how it is. So don't assume, offer that to Tamika or, whoever. Or don't assume that we want your leftovers or are desperate or can't afford to get our own things or that we can't get our own drinks because we are a Black person. I'm just trying to get you to see, like, yes, it's nice. We like for people to do things for us, but don't make the assumption, I've been around all white people where I've stayed at places and, everybody is in the common area and we share our common experiences. And what's fascinating is you'll find out that you're getting actually treated better than your non-white people when it comes to dates. And they're like, I've never had anybody do that for me. So if you talk to us, you'll find out that actually we're being treated excellent when it comes to things like stuff like that. And don't assume that Black people don't watch the news. We watch the news and, we want to be safe too. And don't assume that we live in a bad neighborhood or assume that, you can't afford to stay here. This place is $5,000 a month. We make money too, so don't assume that we can't afford to stay in the best of the best in whatever city we're in. And we might be able to even afford more than you. I'm sorry to tell you. So don't make those assumptions. We watch the news and, even when we are in trouble, don't assume that we want to stay in trouble or that we lack the common sense that, it's just like if you're in a courtroom, there's a way you're supposed to show up. And we have respect for ourselves and we know that we are not above the law just because you've seen some Black people breaking the law. And then we shouldn't assume that if a crime is committed, that it was committed by a Black person. So if you hear about a robbery, don't assume it was a Black guy that robbed the store. It just may be your race. So you might want to stop making these preconceived thoughts. Okay, so again, some of us grew up in white neighborhoods and we didn't grow up in an all-Black neighborhood and that we couldn't stay in an all-Black neighborhood. And those people don't like us. So don't assume that don't assume that black people can get along with other black people either. Like, oh, she's black, you're black. So don't make those assumptions, because again, everybody comes from different walks of life. So that's not necessarily true. And there's another thing. Sometimes I think you guys don't understand that other black people are biased of other black people. It's just something that sometimes people don't know. And then if you are not black, don't pretend to be black, or don't say things that are touchy. Like, don't talk about like colorism and stuff like that. Like, don't do that, And then don't try to belittle us if, like, because what you guys have to understand too is that we've also noticed how the dating scene is, where if it is a white male and if he does happen to date a black woman, he will take the darkest of the darkest black woman. And her hair could be natural, and kinky, and he will still take her. So don't try to use your colorism stuff with us. And we don't care. And beauty is only skin deep. And some of us, we don't have to use our beauty to get ahead in life. And yes, so like, some of us were just so smart that we don't even have to use our beauty. Okay, so also watch your language in front of us. We do not want to hear you saying things like the N-word as an example, or anything else that is a derogatory language category. And we know you don't want to hear us use the H word, So it's the same way. And yeah, we're not going to call you weird things, so don't call us weird things. And it's the same thing for you Hispanic people who try to call some black people monkeys and stuff like that. You need to grow up, okay? Because we know you wouldn't want people calling you a wetback as an example. So it's just like, treat people how you want to be treated. That's what it goes back to, okay? That's why we're teaching this video, and that's why we're putting this out there. Because some of you lack the sensitivity, and you need to think about things, And if you wouldn't want someone to say something to you, then that's what you should do. You should think about how you want to be treated, and then know that's how that person wants to be treated. And then in the dating scene too, we shouldn't assume that black women are easy. Some of us, we come from a 2-parent household, and just like our white counterparts, we want to get married and have children too. And everybody shouldn't be given the stereotype of like a baby mama, or assume that. Like, just because you see her without someone that, she's a baby mama. And she could, have a significant other. He could just be at work, So I'm just saying, don't make these preconceived, thoughts. And then for you white men, don't assume that black women are easy because of people thinking that black people are the bottom of the bottom, people, we don't need you, you don't need us, okay? Really, like, everybody should learn to get along, that should be something that happens, but apparently that's not what happens, and that's why we're making this video today. So all I'm trying to say is don't assume things, that too. So also don't look at black people weird when you go places, like not smiling when you walk by, or doing like like if they're walking by, like you don't want to be near. Don't do that type of stuff, people. Don't be biased or making it segregated by sitting only by your own kind and your own kind only, The world is not supposed to be like that. We're all supposed to come together. And then don't assume that we know how to make chicken or that we like chicken because we are black. Some of us, we honestly don't know how to make chicken, okay? So we shouldn't make the assumption that this person eats chicken, or, oh, no, make it fried because, she's black and she's coming over. Don't forget the mac and cheese. Yeah, yes, that's what she wants. So this is where I'm going with this. Don't make those assumptions, okay? You never know, so you shouldn't. Don't assume we like soul food. My favorite food actually is Mexican food. So I'm just trying to get you to see something here. I like America's favorite food. And what is that? That's pizza. So I'm just trying to say we should not make these assumptions about black people, because it's not going to necessarily be true for everybody. And even in the court system too, there are black people who get special treatment in the court system too. Believe it or not, based on, how you look and present yourself as well, they do the same thing, so the next thing is, don't assume, because we're black that, we know all black people, or assume that we're together. So if we're in line standing somewhere and there's a black person behind me, don't assume that I know them because they're black or that they're with me. No, we don't. I came here by myself. They came here by themselves. Don't assume that I know another black person, or, or assume that, I want to talk about a black person, like where you're like, oh, it's just like if I'm a lawyer and, you're not black, and then you're like, oh, wait, I know another lawyer and she's black like you, perhaps, you would want to, we're going to make it so you can meet her. So you're assuming that, that we want to be friends because we're both black. Like, no, introduce us to your friends, but introduce us to everyone. Don't just be trying to introduce us to other black people. We want to know everybody. Like, that's like keeping things segregated, doing that. And that's not how life is, people. Or don't assume that we have never dated a white person or a Hispanic or Asian or Indian because we're black. No. Men are men, people. So that means if a man finds you attractive and you present yourself in a good way, then, it's equal opportunity. You can get dates from them too. And don't assume that, black people don't know how to act in public, because that they're black, like, don't make that assumption. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say. That this is probably part one, because I'm sure there might be some questions below eventually where someone has, some special requests, or you want a part two, or you need more, where you feel like that this video still didn't give you everything, that you're looking for on how to not be racist, or like, just remember, people are people. We're all the same, and we all want to be happy. We all love gifts. We all like to eat. Like, it's the same, people. We all want to be treated good. We all want to feel good. We all want to have great life experiences. That's what's important, and that's what everybody needs to remember. We all want to be invited to functions. We don't want to be singled out and, like, not have a partner or get whatever it is we want in life. We want to be treated good, So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you have any questions, go ahead and put it in the comments below. Please like the video and please subscribe. And if you have any questions, or you have a potential story where you made someone uncomfortable, or you've been called racist before, we would love to hear about it. So hope you guys have a good night. Bye. the hand. Baby, give me your hand. Give me your hand. Give me your hand. Give me your hand. Okay, so I guess you don't want to then. Okay. Our second birthday video about what adults usually do on their birthday. And I'm looking at Reddit. So the question is how people like to celebrate. Is it a happy or sad occasion for you? And yeah, people are just giving their comments. One person said they usually go to the local bakery and tell them that they want a cake, the smallest one, and when they ask the name of the person, they tell them to put that on the cake, and they basically pay for it. Since there's no one else who bothers to get them a cake. So they said they bought their own cake. I did that too. I got myself a cake. You can't depend on people these days. Like, nobody really cares about you, just you and you alone. So they said that they didn't care to share the cake with anyone, and they said they felt it's a bit depressing. Okay. The next person said, last year I bought some cake mix and mixed it in candles at the local grocery, and a nice older lady asked, is it someone's birthday? I said, yes, mine's. And then she said, oh, happy birthday. The guy behind me said, you're having to make your own birthday cake? And then I told them I'd rather have a fresh homemade cake, and I enjoy making them, so I was happy with it. In the parking lot, he walked past and told me happy birthday and to enjoy my cake. Those were the most genuine happy birthdays I've had in a long time. Okay, the next person said, when I turned 16, one of my friends baked me a cake. And then they said it made their day. I got to carry it around at school. And then let me see what they said. And then they said their classmates would ask them about it, and I could show them that my friend made me a cake. Just a moment. Okay, so they said it was the nastiest cake they had ever eaten, the one that the friend made. And they basically said they was a loner growing up. And they said they no one had ever done anything like this for them outside of their family. I guess they said they carried the cake around when they were in school, and then classmates would ask them about it. Cool. Then let's see what else they said. Well, anyway, the friend making the cake, the person said it was the nicest thing anyone had ever done for them. So that's cool. Okay, the next person said, I think this is a cool tradition showing self-care. It's kind to be kind to yourself. You deserve it. Enjoy your birthday and your cake. Okay. Oh, okay. So the next person said their last birthday, they took some type of shrooms for the first time. Then they made whoopee with their husband on the hotel balcony after dinner. Okay, cool. And the other people below said, nice. And then they said taking drugs while making whoopee, cool. And they was laughing about it. They said good distraction. Then the person said, this is why we didn't take them that night. He cannot focus at all. That's why I was hesitant in taking shrooms for the longest. remember one night he started rubbing on my butt trying to get things started, and then randomly he got up and started looking out the window because he had a feeling someone stole his car. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's too much unnecessary details. Okay, let's see if there's another good birthday story. They're still talking about the last story. Okay, still on the last story. Pretty long post. Okay, so a person said, I had my 47th birthday in January and took the family out to dinner at a little place that has dump pin bowling. My wife and I had a few drinks and bowled with our son. My friend and his wife drove us home and they stayed for a little jam session. It was a quality birthday. Then person below gave them thumbs up for not driving drunk. And then the next person said, same thing we do every day. Pinky tried to take over the world. Okay, let's see what else. A next person said, I used to hate my birthday, but I've since grown to love it because I've realized it's a day where I get to celebrate myself. I usually take the day off from work and drive around collecting the birthday freebie places give out, Sephora, Ulta Beauty, Starbucks, etc. I'll then have dinner or lunch with my husband and some friends. This is usually, I have to coordinate at least a few weeks in advance, and it's not actually on my actual birthday. I'll spend the rest of the day reflecting and enjoying the birthday wishes. Ultimately, you're stuck with yourself. You might as well be nice to yourself. And then, let's see what else they said. Another person said, at a certain point, your birthday is just another day. This person said 26 was noticeable for me. No longer being on my parents' health insurance was a big change. Okay. God, I hated turning 26. I still don't have health insurance and I'm 28 now. I'll be 30 this May, still unsure for the unforeseeable future. Just turned 43, no insurance. Next person said, I always take the day off and do my own thing. Keeps it feeling nice, though it does make the years it falls on a weekend kind of suck. One more year of dying. Shorter and shorter, one step closer to death. Okay. This person said, today is my birthday, just got home from work. Pretty much like you said. I really don't care anymore. I just work and go about it like any other day. Next person said, I try to convince people to ignore and ideally be left alone in my depression. I tend to get more depressed than normal on my birthday. Then the person said, they go to Olive Garden with their boyfriend, watch their favorite movie. Okay. Next person said they work on their birthday. Another person said they will never work on their birthday after hearing about the person who worked. I've worked on my birthday before. Next person said, I sleep and have dinner with my wife. I have dinner and sleep with your wife. That's what the next person said. I'll have dinner and you take his wife. Okay. The next person said they'll go golfing with his wife. Okay. Next person said they spend their birthday crying. Another person said it's just like every other day. Then this person said they take themselves to a Broadway show. And then this person said it's always been about family for me. We used to do a little party at home or go out somewhere nice, cake and presents. If there is something that I've been wanting for a while, I usually get that as a present from my wife. They said, I don't do nothing expensive. And then they said, he said his kids are adults now, except one of my kids pleaded suicide. Since then, my birthday has been pretty sad. It's a day where I miss my son and hurt. But it is a chance to spend with my kids, so I still try to do something. Okay. Then the person below said, I'm sorry for your loss. I hope you get to find at least one thing you enjoy on your birthday. Even if it's small, take care of yourself. Next person said they go to work. Then they said, I kind of wish mine was Labor Day, but then I'm off and bored and lots of things are closed because, well, it's Labor Day. Then, let me see. I'm trying to scroll down. Oh, this person said, I've hated my birthday for years since around my 10th or 12th, or 10th or 11th. This person said they ignore their birthday. And they don't like to answer calls or messages for a few days. And it worries people. Okay, so this same person said they're going to start a new tradition and get like a new piercing or tattoo. They said it hasn't always been on the exact day, but as close as I can. And then this same person said they turned 32 in 2 weeks. And then they said, I have the week off from work. Managed to schedule a tattoo for the actual day. Have plans with my mom the weekend before to bake together and play video games. I'm actually looking forward to it. Okay, that was like a 2-year ago comment. Next person said they go out for a nice dinner and then have sex. Okay. Next person said, I don't know about usual, but this past January was my 14th birthday. I was fired from my job 2 days before, and I had planned to spend the day in quiet reflection before choosing next steps. I was pouring some coffee in the morning and looked out the window just in time to see a man shot in the chest in the parking lot. So I spent a big part of the day watching cops work a crime scene, hoping it doesn't become a tradition. That's an interesting birthday story. Okay, let's see what else we see. That person said that birthday that the person described got dark real quick, and then they said, welcome to age 40. Okay. This person said they usually take the week off from work as it's the end of June, so summer. For the last 7 years, I've booked myself a mid-range hotel down the coast, about 2-hour drive from home. That sounds nice. I like the hotel situation. Go the day before and wake up on my birthday to the stunning sea views and a day to wander around a typical British seaside town. I love it. And the next person said, yeah, that sounds amazing. And then this person said, honestly, birthdays really don't mean much once you get past 21 or maybe 25. But now when people ask me how old I am, I often have to think about it. But I do know that my wife's going to give me some good make whoopee for my birthday. So that's exciting. That's funny. Then this person said, I expect my birthday this year will be celebrated by a negative medical diagnosis and a desire to start cooking some meth and stand in my underwear on a highway, wielding a gun and waiting to have a shootout with the police. I am sadly not in danger. Then another person said, it's never too late to start living. This person said, my birthday is in December, so I like to go away from the cold and go to the Canary Islands and be lying by the hotel pool in the sunshine with a complimentary gin and tonic. And then another person said, I enjoy going to the movies and getting something nice to eat personally. Sounds like we all like to do the same thing on our birthday if you're paying attention. This year, my siblings were both in town, so we went out to a show, had dinner, went home to play board games. It helped that my birthday was on a weekend. Most years, I just go to work like a normal day, maybe buy myself a nice dinner, and try to have some kind of plans with friends. Some other days closely related to my birthday. Another person said, the more birthdays the more you have birthdays, the more you wish you didn't have birthdays. Ooh, I wish they would get more in depth there. I never work on my birthday. I treat myself to my favorite food or spa day, then be lazy bum and play video games all day. Another person said they sleep past 7:30. Another person said, I don't drink, so it's just another day for me. Maybe I'll take it up a notch and order myself a slice of pie or something. Next person said, I mourn my birthday, have for a long time. I have a lot of bad memories and one from the past. This year I went out and bought some cigars, smoked several, had dinner with a friend, but didn't mention it was my birthday. He may have known we've been friends a long time. Next person says, usually sad for me. I live 4 hours from siblings and parents with my husband and now my 6-month-old. And my husband's job holds a major event the last weekend of January. So he's either setting up for the event, hosting the event, or breaking down the event. Either way, I can't remember the last time he was home for dinner on my birthday, so I usually spend it alone. I usually spend my birthday alone. Yep. Just now there's Mr. Fox here. I guess that's the only difference. Next person said, I think most of the time they go out for drinks or something. I go out to eat with my family one day, and on my actual birthday I go eat whatever I want and do whatever I want. Some birthdays it's been skating. One time it was a movie I really wanted to see. Another time we went out of town to buy weed. Also, I do cry at night every year on my birthday, and I don't know why. This is pretty normal. Another person said they cry too. Okay, another person said, I got to spend my birthday in the hospital with my newborn daughter who was born the day before my birthday. Talk about the best birthday present ever. Sounds like a nice present. Next person said, my wife and I take each other to dinner, no gifts. Next person said, not much, but if I can, I take the day off. Next person said, work. Next person said, work. Next person said, cry. Then another person said they sleep in and attempt to be as lazy as possible. And another person said, hopefully to not have to work, usually get high and play video games or something. Another person said it depends. I'm 27 and honestly didn't do anything crazy for my birthday. Just went out to a nice restaurant with my roommates. Though I ended up going to an urgent care that day because I got this weird choking sensation when I was eating and it just wouldn't go away, but that's a different story. But yeah, most times I just go out to eat with friends and maybe go to a bar after. Nothing crazy. Next person said, my family insists on taking me out for dinner and drinks, but for me, I never work on my birthday ever. Next person said, I only celebrate my birthday because the other people in my family like to. It's not a birthday. It's not a happy or sad day to me. Just another day. I like being the center of attention, so having everyone saying happy birthday to me makes me cringe a bit. Next person said, I work because why does it matter? Next person said, nothing. Sometimes my kid makes me a card. That part is nice. Next person said, my birthday isn't a big deal, and I usually do anything out of the ordinary. I don't remember what I did last year. The year before, I smoked a cigar by myself while watching the sunset in the mountains. The year before that, I got some takeout from a good Chinese restaurant. Cool. Next person said they go to work. Next person said their kids make a big production out of it. They decorate the house. My wife takes them out to go buy me presents and cake. we will go out to dinner somewhere, usually wherever the kids want to go. I just pretend it's where I want to go too. And then usually within the same time frame, my wife and I take a vacation together and ditch the kids with our grandparents. Yeah, I'll be going wherever my mom or brothers take me, not wherever I pick. So it's the same way for me. Surprising, that's how it is for more people than you know. Next person said, we took my dad out to Top Golf and he bought himself a truck. I say that's a pretty good birthday. Well, I also bought myself birthday gifts besides champagne and cake. Yeah, I bought myself a few gifts. I mean, who else is going to buy me the gifts? Right? Then the next person said they go to work. If it's a weekday, they make a meal that they enjoy. Usually have whatever dessert I ask my wife to make. Next person said whatever the hell I want, and it's usually a steak or chicken wings, gammy time, and some family time. And they said they don't give a care for presents. Next person said, I went zip lining, then had beers at the brewery. Next person said, it's the one day a year I feel forced to interact with people. That isn't Christmas, and this annoys me. Next person said they go out with friends, drink, eat, and celebrate. Next person said, it's just another day to me. When I lived alone, I didn't do anything special. Nowadays, my wife usually plans something, and her plans have ranged from dinner out to a long weekend at Spring Green, Wisconsin for a tour of Tellson and a night of Shakespeare under the stars. Next person said, last year I had my company route me to Las Vegas, so I would get paid to get there. And then they said they took 2 days off. Day one, I did all my laundry, detailed the inside of my truck, and caught up on sleep. Day two, I walked the strip and saw a show. It was glorious. Next person said they work. Next person said, I usually just hang out with my family and eat cake and ice cream. Next person said, I ask for food as gifts and I eat. Next person said, I usually have dinner with my mom and dad and girlfriend. We all good, you know. Next person said, I take the day off work and go golfing. Next person said, I have a nice meal with my family. Usually pizza and hit a few record shops. It's not much, but it makes me happy. Next person said, I go to work, maybe con worker gets a gift, then eats cake if possible, if that. I usually go buy some junk food and play video games. Board games too if friends are available or nearby. Next person said it's a happy occasion. I get friends together and we eat, drink, and are married. I'm 31. Next person said they work. Next person said same. I don't go clubbing much anymore, but there is no better occasion for me to dress up really pretty, but on a sparkly sash that it's my birthday and go out and dance, eat, drink, giggle, and have fun. Next person said, there are 365 days in a year, and that is the one single day means absolutely nothing beside another day to celebrate. Then the person said, they cry mostly. Then the person said, if I get my way, nothing. Absolutely nothing, but they relax and enjoy a book. Next person said, personally for me, I like either a spa day or a night in a hotel or just go somewhere new to explore and maybe a meal out. I don't like any form of real celebration like partying or get-togethers. Just me and my partner having a nice day together, making memories. Next person said they always go to their father's house, eat hot dogs and burgers, chat with the family, listen to old stories of dumb stuff me and my brother did as a child, play with my nieces and nephews. Next person said, I hate celebrating my birthday, generally so I don't do much. I dislike it so much I have refused gifts to the point of offending people in the past. I just do something small with my family and then with my friends, and that's for them, not for me. I don't say anything about it to people that don't know it. Even if I consider them friends, when they find out it's come and gone and they are shocked and ask why I didn't mention it. For me, it used to be a sad day, but that's just annoying. Another person said they take a vacation. Another person said, on my birthday, I usually cry and ask myself when it's going to end. Next person said, turning 26 in a month, plans are to go to a choo-choo themed hotel, pig out at a buffet, spend huge spending trip at the mall, see a show, and end it all with a big Spider-Man cake. Very adult. Another person said, it's just another day. Another person said, my last birthday, I had a cookout by the lake. It was small. Next person said, I put on a fancy dress and go shopping. Maybe nice dinner followed by dancing. Next person said, nothing. It's just another day. Make a mental note. You're officially a year older and carry on. If anything, use it as an excuse to take a day off from work. You can have fun doing whatever, whenever. You don't have to wait till a certain day comes around each year. I like what they said. That's true. Okay, next person said breakfast, lunch, dinner, places of my choice, as well as a scenic car ride. Next person said invite friends around to my house, eat food, play games, maybe drink some alcohol. Next person said it's really not that far removed from what you do for your birthday as a kid. It just matters less as you get older. I don't need any more stuff, so the excitement for presents is gone. And I don't exactly need an excuse to invite my friends over to my house. So even that isn't really a result of the birthday event. The birthday is just the set dressing on a party that could have happened at a different point of the year. Okay. Next person said, we get a year older, maybe buy a dessert for ourselves, probably have our favorite meals. Next person said, it used to be a night out with friends and our girlfriends for dinner and drinks at a restaurant, followed by bars and clubs. Now it's a night of zero compromises with my wife, which usually entails a pizza, 2 liters of Diet Coke, and a rental movie, all of my choosing, and it's glorious. Next person said, nothing different from any other day, and not a damn thing. Next person said, starting at teenage 4, we should all be celebrating our birthday, making a special meal for our parents and thanking them for having us and for all their support. Mother's and Father's Day shouldn't be separate unless they are. Next person said they work. Next person said they go to a strip club. Next person said they buy weed, beer, sleep, and make whoopee. Next person said, last birthday I got higher than a buzzard's balls and lounged in a hammock in a shade-filled backyard while making whoopee. Then we got tacos, and later on that evening I played video games while drinking cider. Being an adult is fun. Next person said they sit at home alone. Next person said they usually order pizza and watch a bunch of movies or play video games. Sometimes I go out for drinks with friends, but none of my closest friends I really drink much anymore. Next person said, honestly, I'm not really sure. I've always been kind of meh about my birthday because my birthday weekend often landed on Memorial Day weekend. So none of my friends ever really show up. So as an adult, someone else usually make plans because I won't. Okay, we'll read a few more and then end this video. Look forward to spankings and cake. Next person said, I put on a new movie, get comfy, and eat a thing of tasty ice cream, maybe get some pizza too. Next person said they work, drink, eat cake, not necessarily in that order. Next person said it was happy for a long time, then it was kind of sad, but now it's happy again. It has been for several years. So I have to go to a 7-Eleven and get a free Slurpee because my birthday is 7-Eleven. I always tell people about it because anyone can get it, not just the birthday boy. Next person said, the same person said, besides that, I try to go to Pizza Hut with a dinner with a dining area every year because those are rare now. So it's a little different and nostalgic, and I really love pizza. The greasiness is the point. Next person said they do whatever they want. Next person said they drink, think, and blink. Next person said mid-30s. Last birthday, my twin sister and I went to a VR experience, then out for a fancy lunch. Next person said nothing, just a normal day for either I'm working or chilling at home. Next person said, I often don't even remember it's my birthday until someone says something. Otherwise, it's just a day. Another person said, it's sad that I'm older now. It's deadline time at work, so I work extra hours and make my husband take me to dinner. Next person said they cry on their birthday. Next person said they overindulge. Next person said, I got in my early 40s and wanted to forget about it, but my wife and kids like to make me a cake and take me out to some restaurant so they can sing happy birthday, so I let them have their fun. Personally, I wouldn't care any less about my birthday. Okay, so we're going to read this last comment and then that will be it. Usually I make a cake for myself. I wish I had more friends to invite and make a birthday party, but I'm too shy for that. A couple of years I tried, but I felt really embarrassed being the center of attention. Plus I feel sad inviting people that won't come, and sometimes I wonder if I know the person enough to invite them. Next person said they work. Next person said, I always take the day off if I'm scheduled. My ex and I had the same birthday, so we would share that together. But I just play it by ear sometimes. I veg out for the day and rest. Sometimes I spend it outdoors. Sometimes I have beer with friends. Next person said they do nothing for their birthday. It's any other day, but I have always thought that even when I was young, they're just saying they don't really do nothing. And then my mom usually insists on taking me out for dinner, depending on how I'm feeling that day, pain level, their sociability level. I may convince her to let me cook a nice meal for us instead. I really enjoy cooking, and I can make a pretty good meal for far cheaper than going out. Other than that, it's a pretty typical day for me. I'll be 38 in June, and how my back has been in recent years, I predict it will be a cook-at-home birthday. Another person said, I just wallow in my own misery. The only joy I have is that I'm another year closer to death. Another person said nothing. I haven't had a celebration or celebrated my birthday since I was 18. It's just a regular day where my family and 2 people wish me happy birthday. That's it. Nothing. It's just another day. So there you have it, people. You see, everyone has their thoughts about birthdays. And yeah, today it's my birthday. And as you can see, no one around. Just spend it alone. I guess, and reflect on what we hope, the upcoming year will entail and things that we want to do and envision. And yeah, just, I guess if you're alone, I guess make the best of it. That's what I have to say. As you see, everybody doesn't have a birthday, Some people are lucky to have friends and family around. Others, not so much. You don't have anybody to celebrate with, Everybody lives a different life, and that's what me reading this poll was supposed to let you see, is that everyone's not doing special things on their birthday. Some people are working, because I noticed that was on there a lot, and that there were people who don't like to celebrate their birthday. I noticed that was on there too. So if it's your birthday, my suggestion is to do something as simple as go get pizza, have a nice little drink, maybe buy yourself a gift, If you have some extra spare money, I would say definitely maybe do something cool, like rent a hotel somewhere you always wanted to stay. That will be fun if you do something like that. Or maybe get an animal if you don't have, a beautiful animal like Mr. Fox. Maybe you'll be happy including one in your life. Yeah, there would be so many things you could do. Obviously, let people know it's your birthday. So you could wear something that says it's your birthday too. So if you're by yourself and when you go out in public, people will know it's your birthday and they will wish you a happy birthday. And then maybe it will be a good conversation starter. So you might make some friends or, get some offers where people want to invite you out or hang out with you. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And you can comment below or wish me a happy birthday. So please like, share. This is our next item. We are talking about coffee. This is Maxwell House's International Vanilla Caramel Latte Instant Coffee. Now, this is my favorite. It comes in also French vanilla and many other flavors, but however, this one's my favorite. Amazon is selling it for $9.72. And just know that, yes, there are certain locations in the U.S. that you cannot get this coffee. So, I just prefer to order mine just because, look how small this is. Sometimes you run out and, I like to order a few and let's see what they're saying about it. So, obviously, it's good down to the last drop. That's true. You don't need to put anything in it. It tastes good just with hot water and you mix in the ingredients. You can add sugar to it, but then there's people who don't need the added sweetness because this coffee is naturally sweet. You don't need to buy creamer with it. I've never had to buy creamer with it. And that's why it's my favorite because you get it all in one. Now, let's get down to hear more info. So, treat yourself any time of the day with the rich, creamy flavor of Maxwell House International Caramel Latte Instant Coffee Beverage. Each cup has a consistent signature taste that is good to the last drop. So it is very instant. So it offers exceptionally smooth and an indulgent flavor that's perfect for the morning or an afternoon pick-me-up. Stir their instant coffee mix in hot water or milk for a quick and easy coffee treat. You can also add delicious flavor to your coffee cup by using their mix as a creamer. Okay, so you can pretty much get creative. Okay, so they've been doing this for 125 years. That's what they're saying. So the other flavors it comes in is hazelnut, pumpkin spice, orange, chai, vanilla bean, Seuss Mocha, Cafe Vienna, just a regular mocha latte, Cafe Francis, French vanilla, and peppermint mocha. That one sounds good, the peppermint mocha. I'd like to try that one. Okay, so again, they keep saying this is great for the wintertime to warm you up because of its sweet, creamy flavor. And again, they keep mentioning how it's instant, and that's true. I like to just immediately have my coffee. I don't like to have to wait. Waiting, that's very old-fashioned and old style. And now let's get to the reviews. Okay, so the first review says delicious in an instant latte. It has nice, subtle vanilla flavor and a wonderful treat on a cool morning or any time. Next customer said delightful. I've been drinking this instant coffee for a few decades now. It's one of those things I consider a must-have. The grocery store stock is hit or miss these days. So I decided to look online. Maxwell House offered it and the price was excellent. I bought 10 cans. This will last me a very long time since I only drink 1 cup in the morning, but I can't risk running out. Next customer said, it tastes awesome. Delivered fast and an accurate description. And if you're wondering, I am drinking this coffee right now. It's so good. Y'all will like it as much as I do. So, next customer said, great product. Excellent substitute for your regular hot beverage. I love the taste. Next customer, delicious. This product has become difficult to find in grocery stores. I'm so happy to be able to order it on Amazon. The price has gone up a bit, and I hope it levels off so I can continue to order. So every customer, as I'm looking, gave it 5 stars, and they have they have 15,000 reviews and 4.5 stars. So that lets you know that it's pretty tasty and delicious. And again, you can get it at Amazon for $9, and it is very delish. You won't regret. If you like this coffee, please comment below, and please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, you guys, look at that. Now, let's talk about this. I'm going to turn on one more light. Okay. Now, Amazon actually has one that is similar in price. Amazon is selling their Dr. Scholl's Insoles Ultra Soft Cushioning, and it gives you extra cushioning in your shoes. And theirs is for $2.79. So right now I'm recommending you get these because this is my little secret. Please don't tell anybody that I'm using this because they'll look at me like a total loser. But you could actually get this home today for only $2.79. This is Amazon's choice, and it has almost 12,000 reviews and 4 stars exactly. Now, let's hear more about this on what is so fabulous about it. So, your insoles, if you're experiencing some type of level of discomfort, this should help you, where your feet feel so much better throughout the day. And it has a double layer of protection to give you that long-lasting support and cushioning that you're possibly looking for. So you can trim it with scissors so it can virtually fit any shoe. So let's hear what else they're saying about it. There might be some mixed reviews. Wellness starts from the feet up. There's a whole world out there, and you want to thrive in it. We believe that when we're at our most comfortable, we're our most confident. That's so true. Ready to take on today, tomorrow, and the day after that. Helping people get the most out of their day. Okay. Dr. Scholl's Comfort Insoles are designed for people whose feet experience discomfort during the day. They fit virtually any shoe and deliver ultra soft cushioning for lasting comfort. Okay. Now, let me see what else they're saying. Okay. Customers like the value of these inserts because they're just literally so cheap. They said they're so comfortable. They mentioned that it's extra soft in every little step they take. However, some complain about the insole size and durability. And the opinions differ on the fit, thickness, and functionality. Okay, let's get to the top reviews. 5 stars. Value is what the person titled it. Nice cushion and support. Very easy to cut and use. Great value. Next customer. Who hasn't used these inserts? Dr. Scholl's Air Pillow insoles have been used by my family for more years than I remember. Certainly my dad used them, and probably my grandpa. These Air Pillow insoles have many uses besides fitting in your shoes and making you walk more comfortable, which they do that well. However, I use them for a completely different purpose. I had surgery on both butt cheeks 10 years ago and was left with a big dent that visibly shows when I wear slacks and shorts. I was not going to go through plastic surgery. So I take these Dr. Scholl's air pillow insoles and cut them to fit the back pockets of whatever I'm wearing, and they smooth out my dents pretty darn cool. So I highly recommend it. See, that sounds like a very happy customer. They took their time with their review, and that's actually a very new review. Okay, next customer said their only complaint is they can't cut them perfectly, but they said they are easy to cut, and they are great. Next customer said it works well and they're comfortable, comes with size charts to cut shapes, soft and comfortable to walk in. 5 stars. Next customer, thin but pretty good. Next customer said these are really thin and I have to have them thinner because my boots are tight. They don't last too long, but they're inexpensive and easy to replace. For the thinness, it gives a little padding. Not bad for the price. Okay, their review was a little hard to read. Next customer, adds padding without any support. I got these to use with barefoot style shoes. I wanted a little extra cushion, but no arch support or anything like that. These are flat and add some padding just like I wanted. They were noticeably comfortable right away. No added comfort, no added support whatsoever. So if that's what you're looking for, then these aren't that. They're also easy to cut to size if you need to. They're slightly slippery, but it didn't bother me at all. There was no rubbing issues or anything at all. I actually used them on a long backpacking trip shortly after I got them, and they held up perfectly the whole time. They're finally starting to wear a little bit, but eventually that's to be expected. I'll definitely get another pair of these. Next customer said it's a quality product. These are a must for all of my shoes and delivered with promptness. Next customer said, well, the Webster Dictionary defines the word as 2. Dr. Ripoff Scholl's defines it as 1. Just received one of what was supposed to be a pair of insoles. The package says pair of insoles when you buy a pair of shoes. You don't just get one. Shame on you, Dr. Scholl's. Okay, that was an angry customer. Next customer, very short and sweet. They're comfortable. The product was very nice. Another customer said, very bad material, came for 1 foot only. Is this a joke? Item came for 1 foot only. Okay, let's open these, you guys. Came with 2, so maybe you should not believe all these customers. I got 2 that came with mine. And below in the description, I will be listing this for you so you can get yours home for $250 as well. Good product. I was pleased with the product. The next person said they're comfortable but don't last very long. I bought this to use together with some shoe they had, and then they're just trying to say the use was moderate. These insoles were used in my home slippers. They said it's been 2 months, and the lining has worn out and is showing in different places. Mine's only lasted 2 months with moderate use. Well, for them to be this cheap, you guys, I'm not sure what these customers are expecting. They're starting to sound a little crazy, but I'm pretty happy with my purchase, and I don't feel like I spent too much. It's only $2.79, and their name brand, Dr. Scholl's. You can't beat that. You can also order them today and get them home the same day. And Amazon listed this as